Nothing survives without water. Humans in particular needs a steady and clean supply, something which is becoming more and more challenging for the people of YEJI in the Bono East region. Though the YEJI community is one of the several communities along the Volta Lake and can boast of plenty water, the community's major challenge is how safe this water is for drinking and human use. Pimampim Nana Yao Kadbrese is the president of the Bun Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs and the paramount chief of the YEJI Traditional Council. People may not believe it when we tell them we have challenges with water. But for us living here, it would have been better if we never had a river around. We would have known how to manage with the little we have. The rains washes all the filth around into the water we drink. When you drill a borehole here, it tastes salty. No single borehole here is good for drinking. Pimampim Nanayao indicated that the absence of a potable water is causing a lot of health challenges to the people. When you decide not to drink from the salty water, you may end up having health issues drinking from the river. Then we took a ride to the riverbank where we met a section of the people fetching from the untreated water source. To some of them who spoke to Joy News, they have no choice but to drink from the salty, untreated river source. When they defecate, it all ends up in the river after the rains. And this is what we drink. And because of the dirt, you don't even feel like drinking. So we call on the authorities to come to our aid. The water isn't clean. We walk for a long distance to fetch, and as a result, we get to school late. So we beg on authorities to help us fix the situation. We struggle a lot due to the absence of pipes here in YEJI. So we plead on authorities to help us. At a recent Meet the Press engagement with the Pro East District Assembly, District Chief Executive for the area, Mr. Joseph Kweku Abonkra, highlighted steps taken by the Assembly to provide potable water for the people.
Being a district in its kind, then having a big river as we see around, when we don't have potable water to drink, you ask yourself who is to be blamed. And so the Assembly has taken upon itself, since my assumption in office, to make some trips and to be able to see how we'll get at least potable water to drink in the community here. A team of technical experts were brought here. They have since written a report and have brought it. Again, we have made a second trip to Accra to see the CEO in charge. And so his assurance is that they will have to also come to meet the community and to see the way forward.
He is, however, confident that by early next year, the YEJI water crisis will be resolved.
Of course, we are not just relenting on our effort. We are still pushing to see that at least by the close of the year and somewhere maybe early next year, we should have good water to take in our district here.
On sanitation, Mr. Abonkra, after admitting that sanitation is a challenge, indicated that the Assembly is embarking on sensitization campaigns on the negatives of dumping refuse in the bushes, adding that law enforcement agencies would also deal with culprits.
We are working very hard and trying to talk to the people, educate the people to let them know that sanitation is very important. Of course, that is why we have taken upon ourselves to have a circuit court here. And so therefore, when laws are working, when we have stringent laws working, then we know very well that at least nobody will find himself or herself culpable.
He again elaborated commitments made by the Assembly to provide quality healthcare to the rural communities, adding that motorbikes are provided to health workers who visit hard-to-reach communities.
We have provided cheap compounds. We are now looking at it that any cheap compound, at least, whosoever will man it will have to stay there. So wherever we see that maybe the health worker cannot stay there, we'll have to provide a motorbike so that at least the person can go and work and return to town.
Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, YEJI.